Have you ever wondered if something as simple as your daily hygiene routine could quietly be sabotaging your health? You might think you're doing everything right, a quick shower, a bit of toothpaste, maybe even a dab of lotion, and yet, day after day, you wake up feeling drained, stiff, and not quite like yourself. Meanwhile, some people seem to breeze through their 80s and 90s, sharp, strong, and surprisingly energetic. What if the real difference isn't just luck or good genes, but what they clean and what you don't? Here's the truth most folks never hear. There are 5 parts of your body that often get overlooked, and for older adults, ignoring them might actually speed up aging from the inside out. And the consequences? They're more serious than you'd think. Neglecting these small areas could lead to low-grade chronic inflammation, weaken your immune system, and even raise your risk of heart issues, diabetes complications, and cognitive decline. But here's the good news. It takes just a few extra minutes a day to fix this. A few minutes that could boost your circulation, ease your aches, improve your sleep, and potentially extend the number of healthy years you have ahead. I never used to think much about this until I sat down with Dr. Emma Harris, a seasoned geriatric specialist who's worked with aging adults for over 3 decades. What she shared completely changed the way I think about personal care. So today I want to walk you through 5 commonly missed spots on the body and show you how giving them just a little extra attention could help you stay active, feel cleaner, and maybe even live longer. And don't worry, this isn't about spending hours in the bathroom or buying fancy products. These are practical, easy steps that fit into anyone's routine, and yet the health benefits, they can be life-changing. Stick with me through the end of this video, because once you learn these 5 key areas, you might notice fresher breath, better balance, fewer daily aches, even a deeper night's sleep. But before we dive in, do me a quick favor. If you care about staying strong, healthy, and independent for as long as possible, hit that like button. It helps me bring you more content like this. And if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to click that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a simple tip that could help you live better, longer. Let's start with something that almost no one talks about yet. It's one of the biggest blind spots in your daily health routine, your tongue. Now, picture this. Every day, you wipe down your kitchen counters, scrub the sink, take out the trash, right? But what if I told you there's one surface, one filthy zone in your house that's collecting layers of grime, bacteria, and old food particles, and you never clean it? Well, that's exactly what's happening inside your own mouth if you're not cleaning your tongue. Most people think of the tongue as a simple muscle for tasting or talking, but it's actually one of the most bacteria-rich surfaces in the entire human body. At any given moment, your tongue can host over 700 different kinds of microorganisms. Some are helpful, but many are not. And here's where things get serious. Harmful bacteria from your tongue can enter your bloodstream, especially through tiny cuts or inflamed gums, which are more common as we age. Poor tongue hygiene has been linked to heart disease, diabetic flare-ups, and even respiratory infections. And the fallout doesn't stop there. A coated tongue dulls your sense of taste, weakens your immune system, and causes chronic bad breath. Think of your tongue like the air filter in your home's heating system. If you never clean it, dust and gunk build up, and suddenly the air flowing through your house turns stale, even toxic. The good news? Keeping your tongue clean is fast, easy, and costs next to nothing. Here's what to do. Get yourself a tongue scraper. This small, affordable tool available at any pharmacy is far more effective than brushing your tongue with a toothbrush. Each morning, gently scrape from the back of your tongue forward. Don't press hard. Think of it like wiping down a dusty counter. Firm, but not aggressive. Do it 3 or 4 times. You'll usually see a thin white or yellow film come off. That's bacteria and dead cells, and it's not something you want hanging out in your mouth. Follow up with a rinse water is fine, or use an alcohol-free mouthwash for a deeper clean. Timing matters. Scrape in the morning before breakfast to get rid of the bacteria that build up overnight. At night, go a bit lighter. Your tongue tends to be more sensitive at the end of the day. This simple 3-minute routine can make a real difference. Let me tell you how. First, you might notice your sense of taste coming back. Many older adults report that within a few weeks of tongue scraping, their food tastes more vibrant again. Coffee, fresh fruit. It all starts to feel like it used to. Second, it takes pressure off your immune system. When your mouth is cleaner, your body doesn't have to fight as hard. That means more energy than else. And third, you can finally say goodbye to bad breath. Chronic halitosis is often caused by bacteria stuck on the tongue. Brushing your teeth won't fix it. Scraping your tongue will. Let me give you 2 real examples. Linda, a 67-year-old retiree, started tongue scraping after years of skipping it. In 3 months, she couldn't believe how much better her food tasted, and at her next dental checkup, her gums were healthier and plaque had gone down. Then there's Theodore, a 71-year-old retired teacher. He'd struggled with bad breath for years. Brushing, flossing, nothing worked. When I suggested tongue scraping, he was skeptical, but within 2 weeks, the problem was gone. Now, he's no longer self-conscious around others, and his confidence has soared. If you have a sensitive gag reflex, here's a tip. Start scraping halfway back on your tongue, and slowly move further as you get more comfortable. And watch for warning signs like persistent soreness or unusual discoloration. If something looks off, talk to your doctor. It could be nothing, or it could be something your body's trying to tell you. Small, intentional habits like this have ripple effects far beyond your mouth. They improve your long-term health in ways you might never expect. And the best part? This is just the first of 5 hygiene habits that can add years and quality to your life. Ready to hear the next one? Stick with me. I'm Sam, and we're just getting started. Now, this next one might be even more surprising and more important for your health. Your feet. They're the foundation of your entire body. Yet most people hardly give them a second thought. Just take a moment to think about what your feet do for you every single day. They support your full body weight, help you move, keep you balanced. And still, for many of us, foot care is nothing more than a quick rinse in the shower, maybe a dab of lotion if we remember. But here's what most people don't realize. Neglecting proper foot hygiene can lead to infections, nerve damage, and even life-altering complications, especially for those with diabetes. Poor foot care affects blood flow, balance, and mobility, increasing your risk of swelling, chronic pain, and falls. And once you're over 50, your foot health becomes directly tied to your overall health. Dr. Emma Harris, a geriatric specialist, puts it this way: your feet are like the foundation of a house. If that foundation is weak or crumbling, everything above it, your posture, your joints, even your heart starts to suffer. That's why it's critical to take foot care seriously before minor issues turn into major ones. As we age, circulation naturally slows, and that makes your feet one of the first places to show signs of trouble. Each foot contains 26 bones, 33 joints, and over 100 muscles, tendons, and ligaments. That's 1/4 of all the bones in your body packed into a space the size of your shoe. If you notice persistent swelling, cold toes, or skin changes like redness, pale spots, or unusual textures, these could be early signs of poor circulation, diabetic complications, or nerve damage. Tingling or burning. That could mean neuropathy, which affects your movement and balance. And if you live with diabetes, foot care isn't just a comfort issue. It's essential. You're protecting yourself from infection, ulcers, and even amputation. So what should you do? Most people assume that standing in the shower is enough to clean their feet. It's not. You need to be intentional. Wash your feet daily using a soft cloth and mild soap. Gently scrub the tops, bottoms, sides, and especially between the toes, where bacteria and fungus like to hide. Use warm water, not hot. Hot water can dry out your skin, making it more prone to cracks and infections. Take your time. Sit comfortably. A bath bench or small stool can make this process easier. And don't stop once your feet are clean. Do next is just as important. Dry them thoroughly. Most people rush this step or skip it altogether, but leaving moisture between your toes can invite bacteria and fungus. Think about it like this. Would you wash a load of dishes and stack them wet in a dark cabinet? Probably not. That dampness would turn into mold. The same thing can happen with your feet. Take Thomas, a 73-year-old retiree. For years, he assumed rinsing his feet in the shower was enough. Then he noticed discoloration between his toes that wouldn't go away. His doctor diagnosed a fungal infection and warned that if it wasn't treated properly, it could spread and cause painful cracks and ulcers. Like many older adults, Thomas wore socks and shoes for hours each day, creating the perfect, warm, moist environment for bacteria to thrive. But when he committed to washing and drying his feet carefully each night, the infection cleared up in weeks. Even better, his balance improved, and the discomfort he used to feel while walking disappeared. He felt steadier, stronger, and more confident, like he had gained back a sense of independence. So how do you dry your feet the right way? Use a clean, soft, towel-idly one reserved just for your feet. Pat them dry gently. Don't rub aggressively. Make sure to lift each toe and dry between them carefully. Remove all moisture, especially in those small spaces where fungus loves to hide. Once your feet are dry, you're almost done, but not quite. The final step is moisturizing. As we age, our skin loses moisture more quickly, especially in the feet. This can lead to cracking, flaking, and discomfort. So, apply a small amount of moisturizer to the tops and bottoms of your feet. Gently massage it in to keep the skin soft and help prevent painful splits. But here's the catch. Never apply lotion between your toes. That area needs to stay dry. Too much moisture there can undo all your good work and create the perfect conditions for fungal infections. Think of it as a balancing act. Moisture where you need it, dryness where you don't. Finally, there's one last habit that can make a big difference. Checking your feet daily. Your feet are like an early warning system for your body. Just like the lights on your car's dashboard, they can give you signs that something deeper might be wrong. Take a few seconds each day to look for any new spots, discoloration, cuts that won't heal, swelling, or tingling. These small signals could point to bigger issues like poor circulation, infection, or diabetic complications. And if something doesn't look or feel right, talk to your doctor. Catching these signs early can prevent lasting damage. Your feet carry you through life. Treat them well, and they'll carry you further, stronger, and with less pain. Now that we've talked about foot care, let's move on to another body part most people overlook and why it may have a bigger impact on your health than you ever realized. Now, let's talk about an area most people only think of in terms of sweat and smell: your underarms. For most, the armpit is just a spot to swipe on deodorant before heading out the door. But what if I told you your underarms are far more important than that? What if they're actually a hidden key to your immune health? You see, under your arms lies a powerful network of lymph node destiny but vital structures that filter toxins, move waste out of the body, and help your immune system stay strong. When neglected, sweat, bacteria, and dead skin cells can build up, clogging pores and leading to itchiness, irritation, and persistent odor with deodorant. Over time, residue from antiperspirants and deodorants can trap toxins and may even contribute to inflammation in those lymph nodes. And if clogged pores aren't addressed, they can develop into painful infections or abscesses, which are much harder to treat than they are to prevent. Dr. Helen Carter, a lymphatic health expert, puts it like this: your underarms are like your body's natural drainage system. If that system gets blocked by sweat, product buildup, or bacteria, your body struggles to flush out waste efficiently. And that can slowly wear down your immune response. So if you've been relying on deodorant alone, it's time to change the way you care for your underarms. Let's start with how to clean them properly. Warm water helps open the pores and loosen buildup, Use a soft washcloth or sponge. The skin here is delicate, so avoid harsh scrubbing. Use gentle circular motions, then up and down, side to side like you're carefully polishing something fragile. This removes buildup without irritating the skin. Skip the harsh, heavily fragrant soaps. They can disrupt your skin's natural balance. Instead, choose a gentle, fragrance-free cleanser to help avoid rashes or sensitivity. Rinse thoroughly. Leftover soap can dry out your skin and cause itching. Make sure the water runs clear. For Olivia, a 65-year-old retired teacher, skipping these steps led to years of recurring underarm rashes. She thought it was just part of aging, but when she switched to a milder soap and a more mindful routine, everything changed. She said, "I used to deal with constant bumps and redness, but once I learned how to properly clean and rinse, the difference was like night and day. It all just cleared up." Now let's talk about something that's just as important and often overlooked: drying your underarms. Think about what happens when you throw damp clothes in a laundry basket and forget about them. They start to smell musty, and bacteria grows. The same thing happens if your underarms stay damp after a shower. Moist skin becomes the perfect environment for bacteria and fungus to thrive. That leftover moisture can lead to redness, itching, clogged pores, and even painful bumps or infections. The fix? Dry thoroughly. After stepping out of the shower, gently pat your underarms dry with a clean, soft towel. Don't rub. Hard, small scratches can become entry points for bacteria. It's even better to use a separate towel just for your underarms, especially if your skin is sensitive. And before you apply deodorant, give your skin a moment to breathe. This short pause helps calm the skin, reduces the chance of irritation, and can actually make your deodorant work more effectively. Once dry, you'll likely notice your underarms feel smoother, less irritated, and fresher overall. But why does underarm care matter so much to your overall health? Here's something most people don't know. Your underarms contain more than 20 lymph nodes that silently work to support your immune system. That means keeping them clean isn't just about feeling fresh, it's a small but powerful step in supporting your body's natural defense system. Try this routine for just 1 week. You may be surprised by the results. Smoother skin, fewer blocked pores, less irritation and redness because there's nothing left behind for bacteria to feed on. Many people also notice a big reduction in body odor. That's because when you remove the bacteria causing the smell, there's nothing left to create it. Olivia was amazed by the change. After years of irritation and small breakouts, she finally found relief just by changing how she cleaned and cared for her underarms. And here's something even more interesting. Some people report that their overall health improves when they start paying attention to their underarms. Why? Because your lymphatic system, the body's natural detox network, depends on clear ways to do its job. When your underarms are clogged with sweat, bacteria, and product buildup, your body has to work harder to remove toxins. But when that system flows freely, everything just works better, from your skin to your energy to your immune strength. Now that we've uncovered what your underarms have really been doing behind the scenes, let's move on to another area almost everyone forgets, and why it matters more than you might think. When you take better care of this area, something incredible happens. Your body's natural cleansing process works better. You feel lighter, your energy increases, your circulation improves, and your entire system feels refreshed. Breathe better. Live better. Let's talk about your nose. We take about 20,000 breaths a day. But how often do we actually think about the quality of those breaths? Breathing is automatic. It just happens. But here's the thing. Most people aren't breathing as well as they could. And over time, poor breathing can drain your energy, disturb your sleep, and even affect brain function. Your nose is one of the most powerful natural filters on Earth. It's built to catch dust, allergens, and harmful bacteria before they ever reach your lungs. But like any filter, it needs to be cleaned. When you neglect your nose, tiny particles, dust, pollen, pollutants start to build up. Your airways get inflamed, leading to congestion, snoring, and even sleepless nights. Poor nasal hygiene has been linked to more respiratory infections and reduced oxygen flow to the brain. And that's a big deal, because if your nose isn't functioning well, the rest of your body won't either. Think of your nose as your body's built-in security system. It defends you against what you can't see. According to Dr. Helen Carter, a respiratory health expert, your nose not only filters toxins but also humidifies your air and delivers the cleanest oxygen possible to your lungs. But when it's clogged, everything downstream starts to suffer. And as we get older, our natural defenses slow down, making it even more important to keep those nasal passages clear, not just for comfort but for better breathing, better sleep, and better health. So how do you care for your nose the right way? Start your day with a gentle nasal rinse. Warm water around the nostrils helps wash away overnight buildup. A saline spray is like a refreshing shower for your nose. It clears out irritants and opens up airflow. If you deal with frequent allergies or stuffy sinuses, a nasal rinse bottle or neti pot can be a game changer. Inhaling steam is another great way to open up your airways. Step into a warm shower or lean over a bowl of hot water. Cover your head with a towel and breathe in deeply. Add a drop or two of eucalyptus or peppermint oil to enhance the effect. That cool sensation? It opens up your nasal passages instantly and helps you breathe easier. Now let's talk about blowing your nose the right way. Most people do it too forcefully, squeezing both nostrils and blasting out air. That can actually push mucus deeper into your sinuses. Instead, gently blow one nostril at a time into a soft tissue, then wash your hands thoroughly to prevent the spread of germs. Keeping your nose moist is just as important. As we age, the delicate skin inside the nostrils can dry out and crack, especially in cold or dry weather. A small dab of coconut oil or vitamin E on a clean fingertip or cotton swab can keep your nasal passages hydrated and comfortable. It only takes a few minutes a day, but the benefits are huge. You'll notice clearer breathing, fewer sniffles, and less congestion. Better sleep, no more feeling stuffy or drained. And with more oxygen reaching your brain, your focus and energy naturally improve. Regular nasal care can even help reduce allergy flare-ups by removing irritants before they cause a reaction. Take James, a 69-year-old retired construction worker who spent decades inhaling sawdust and dirt. For years, he assumed his constant nasal congestion was just part of aging. But when he started using saline spray and steam therapy each morning, it was like flipping a switch. "I could finally breathe again," he said. "I didn't even realize how much it was weighing me down until it stopped." Then there's Bella, a 76-year-old gardening enthusiast. She used to wake up every morning feeling groggy and congested, like her head was full of cotton. After she began rinsing her nose with saline each day, she felt like the fog had lifted. "I breathe easier, feel sharper," she said. If you've ever tossed and turned at night, waking up unable to breathe through your nose, you're not alone. Most people assume it's just allergies or bad luck, but the truth is, nighttime congestion is often preventable. All it takes is a simple change in routine. Start with a gentle rinse in the morning, splash warm water around your nostrils, or use a saline spray. For deeper cleansing, try a neti pot with a saltwater solution. And always blow your nose gently, one side at a time. To take things up a notch, try steam inhalation. A bowl of hot water, a towel over your head, a few minutes of deep breathing, and suddenly, your airways open like never before. Add essential oils for an extra boost. Eucalyptus and peppermint work wonders. Finish with a little natural moisturizer inside your nose to keep everything smooth and comfortable. It's one of the simplest habits you can adopt, and the benefits speak for themselves. Breathe easier, sleep deeper, wake up with more energy, think more clearly, and deal with fewer allergy solve from something as simple as giving your nose the care it deserves. Because the smallest change in how you breathe can lead to the biggest difference in how you live. It might seem hard to believe that something as small as cleaning your belly button could make a noticeable difference in your hygiene and daily comfort, but it makes perfect sense. Our bodies are complex, interconnected systems. When even the smallest area is neglected, it can ripple out and impact your overall health. Take Jane, a 78-year-old retiree. She never thought much about her belly button, but she always noticed a faint, musty smell that she couldn't quite place. "I thought it was my clothes, or maybe the detergent, or even my diet," she admitted. But when she started gently cleaning her belly button each day, that smell disappeared completely. And that wasn't the only change. She noticed the skin around her midsection became softer, healthier, more vibrant. This isn't unusual. As we age, changes in hormones, medications, and slower skin cell turnover can subtly shift the way our skin smells and feels. A simple, intentional habit like this can restore freshness and prevent irritation in ways you'd never expect. Now, while regular hygiene is usually enough to keep your navel clean and trouble-free, it's always smart to stay aware of any changes that might signal something more. See your doctor if you notice persistent redness or irritation. That could be an early sign of an infection, discharge, or a fungal issue. Pain that doesn't go away, especially if you've had a belly button piercing in the past, shouldn't be ignored. Piercing sites can harbor bacteria and develop infection years later. And for people with diabetes or weakened immune systems, even minor infections can escalate quickly if not treated. That's why a daily cleaning routine can be such a simple yet powerful form of prevention. Now, if you do have a belly button piercing, there are a few extra steps you should take. Even if it healed years ago, it still requires some care. Why? Because jewelry can trap bacteria, sweat, and dead skin cells, which can lead to irritation or infection. The piercing hole never fully closes. It's essentially a tiny pocket where debris can collect. So, if you wear a belly ring, spend a few extra moments each day gently cleaning around it with warm water and mild soap. Dry the area completely. Don't let moisture sit inside the piercing. Watch for redness or tenderness. These are your body's early warning signs that something might be building up. Small changes, big rewards. Who would have guessed that 5 often forgotten body parts could have such a meaningful impact on your health, hygiene, and even your confidence? From your tongue to your feet, your underarms, nose, and yes, even your belly button. These simple, low-effort habits can help reduce infections and irritation, improve circulation and immune health, and help you feel fresher, cleaner, and more energized every day. Now, it's your turn. What surprised you the most today? Leave a comment below and let me know which habit you'll be adding to your daily routine. And if you found these tips helpful, give this video a thumbs up and hit subscribe for more science-backed, easy-to-follow ways to feel your best at any age. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.